I actually, you know, what's really funny? What I think is actually really funny. So when I came to you for my second tattoo, I was still under the impression for a lot of different reasons that, you know, tattoos are the unprofessional, you know, you can't get a job or a tattoo, whatever. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I made sure that the second tattoo that I got from you stayed sort of like upwards on my arm.
Sure.
So that when I can wear a t-shirt, like it won't necessarily fully show. Mm-hmm. When you started doing the more work over here and everything, I was actually pretty hesitant on having you going so low.
Right.
But then you kept going, and I saw them like, you know what? Actually, I wasn't
really even thinking about it.
You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have, because I remember telling this to you years ago.
Right.
You know, and of course, luckily, times have more or less changed.
Right.
You know, like people can now totally get by with having hand tattoos.
Sure.
Now, even neck tattoo, like all of that.
Yeah, I tattooed my family doctor, and she's awesome. Like,
yeah. And it was just funny at the time, because I remember that thought. I'm like, oh wait, I remember why I didn't want to go so low, and I kept going up because of that whole awful just notion of, hey, you can't have tattoos that are showing if you're trying to get a job and all that crap.
Yeah, I had some lady come into the shop once. And I don't know why. I was like kind of having a rotten day. And I've seen her around the neighborhood. I know where she works. She works at the theater. We have this big, nice theater over here.
Oh, yeah. The Rogue?
Yeah, the Rogue.
Yeah.
And there's all these super accomplished actors over there. And I'm sure she's an accomplished actress. I'm sure of it. I know she is. And she came in and she was kind of asking questions. And I don't know why I was so on edge that day, but I was kind of annoyed with the way she was talking about tattoos, because she brought up this thing. She's like, "Oh, I've always liked tattoos, and I've heard the same thing a million times." But she just kind of caught me on like the wrong day, and she goes, "Yeah, but I don't want to put it anywhere, where people can see it, because I'm a professional." Oh. And for some reason in my head that day, maybe it's because she works in theater and I have a background in entertainment or whatever, and I was just kind of like. I was like, oh yeah, it's not professional, is it? And I was like, how about you just don't get tattooed? Like, just leave. And she goes, this shop has really bad vibes. And I go, wow. The vibes were fine before you came. Leave. Just get out of here. And then I still see her every once in a while in the neighborhood. And she doesn't say hi to me.
Does she have any tattoos?
No.
She still just hasn't gotten any?
No, well, maybe she did, and she's hiding them because she's professional. But I don't know why it irritated me so bad that day, because I've heard that so many times, and it irks me a little bit, but I don't know. It's just like clearly there's other people in the shop getting tattooed. Right. There's this lady saying, well, I don't want tattoos because I'm a professional. Everyone in here is a professional. Like, what, you think you're some like higher caliber status of a person because you work at the theater? Like, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares about your tattoo, I swear. or if they do, who cares about them? Like, you being a professional means nothing about getting tattooed. Like, it means zero now. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. And I still hear it all the time.
Oh, yeah. Of course, you still hear it all the time. Like, that's been so normal for so many decades.
Yeah.
Where, like, professionals don't get tattoos that show and all that stuff.
Professional what? Like,
right.
But literally, I guess maybe that's what it is. It's the super general just statement. Well, I'm a professional. I don't get tattooed. It's like, I have friends that are doctors that are all tattooed. I got friends that are RNs. I have friends that are lawyers. And we have lawyers that we totally blast here at the shop. Like, people that go to court. I mean, I can't think of anything more professional when your presentation counts more than in the state of law.
Right.
You know, so cops, like we've tattooed so many cops. Like,
it's ironic the fact that a lot of people deem tattoos as being so unprofessional, but at the same time, like, tattoos aren't cheap.
It's true.
Tattoos display a sort of status nowadays where, holy crap, okay, you have the money to actually put art on your body.
Yeah.
Like, they're not a cheap thing to get, and especially in massive quantities. Like, if anything, that should display a bit more status in a sense.
It does sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a good friend he'd parked his car somewhere in a parking garage, and somehow the security saw him, and he's buff and he looks intimidating. So the security came, rushing at him or whatever, trying to figure out what he was doing in the parking garage. And as they got close to him, the security guard even told him, "Oh, wow, man." He's like, "Well, when I saw you on the camera," he's like, I thought you were a bad person. He's like, "But now that I see the tattoos, I can tell they're clearly expensive." He's like, "I'll leave you alone. I'm sorry."
Jeez.
My buddy was like, thanks. Or he was like, he didn't know how to react because,
wow.
Yeah, the security was upset. And then when they looked at the tattoos up close, they saw clearly those are expensive, because he does have really expensive tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
So,
wow. No, and that's just something that a lot of people just, for some reason, haven't quite figured out. People are under the impression that, if you get cheap tattoos are cheap and they're so easy to get. Like, no, good tattoos cost good money. Like that's how that works. Where the hell did that even come from?
Yeah, even a cheap sleeve from like a good tattooer, if they're fast, is going to be $2,000
easy.
And I have some sleeves. I have 10, 20 sessions on it. That's some good money. Like, people drop good cash on tattoos.
Yeah. And I honestly, if I were to really think about it, I cannot imagine. I don't know. I have no idea where that even started.
Well,
okay. Now, as soon as I said
prison
that,
tattooing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I said that, like, all right, prison tattoos, like they don't pay. Well, they kind of
Really eat cigarettes and ramen.
Right.